me. Yeah, just picked up customer, Chimereze, cool name, Nigerian name.
Yeah, hello guys. Yeah.
And we were just, you're a social worker, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
Do you like being a social worker?
Definitely.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, it's a bit stressful sometimes, I'm going to tell you, but we're doing it.
okay, would you advise anyone, is it a good career path? Because I mean, you've done a lot of work to be a social worker, it's not easy.
It's actually a good career, it's fulfilling, there's this sense of fulfillment you get from, making life better for someone out there. Some people don't even know what services they can harness.
Okay.
And that's the bridge social work brings. Like, it brings the community closer to, available resources they have, without even realizing that.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on them resources, what people might be unaware of?
Like, there are lots of people you see outside. There are lots of, homeless people, take for instance. There's a service out there, there's a service within the council where if you face the risk of going homeless, or maybe you're having like some challenge with your landlord, like you're facing the risk of eviction, you can call up, like there's a service we call the Whitechapel Center.
Okay.
Where you call them up if you know that you're about to be kicked out, or you already don't have a place to rest your head for the night. They can provide you like an accommodation, an emergency accommodation, things like that. There are even food banks. It might interest you to know that there are people that are living like in terrible conditions. They can't even afford what to eat, things like that. There are food banks out in the community where, when it comes towards like a referral comes through social work, we tend to cover all those bridges. But these are things that people could even assess themselves, but it's just knowing what service is available, like I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any particular resource that you can point people to regards social services, like a portal?
Yeah, I'll tell them, go to livewelldirectory.com. There's a website, livewell, LIVEWELL directory.com.
Okay.
It shows you the list of services, like things in the community, even like things like Bay Center. There are people isolated, like they want to go out, they don't even know what service to access.
Okay.
Live well, you go online, you check services that are within your locality, closest ones to you. It's a brilliant website.
Okay. Thank you.
Put in your postcode, put in what service you look to access.
Okay.
You see the closest ones. There are free ones, there are paid ones, but you just tailor the one that meets your budget.
Okay, no, that's brilliant. Thank you for recommending that.
Yeah.
You mentioned also, I think because you're very fortunate in the sense you put in all that work to get a good job, so you've got a good security, good stability.
Yeah.
You'd always need a social worker.
Sure.
And I think the fact that because you've ticked that box and you've got that foundation, you can start experimenting with a particular business. I think you said you're starting a cleaning business.
I'm starting a cleaning business, actually.
Why did you choose that business?
Because even in my social work line, right, I've gone to people's homes to do assessments, and they're living in proper derelict conditions. Like, the houses are no good, and sometimes we tend to leave everything to the government. We tend to hope that the government does everything, but sometimes the government are overwhelmed with things. So sometimes we as individuals have a role to play. So even with cleaning, sometimes like we don't even get to get the services or service provider that provide cleaning services for our clients or for the people we work with.
Okay.
So I thought about it, and I felt like I can even be a bridge, or even provide some sort of service as well to that regard. So I thought cleaning business would be ideal, really, like, because there could people would get recommendations. I've seen people living in terrible bad states. People need cleaning services at the same time.
All the time.
People are really busy in this country. That's one thing I've come to realize. So
definitely.
Sometimes you don't even have your own time to do your house cleaning. So I do commercial cleaning, I do office cleaning, personal cleaning. Just hit me up. It's slatexservices.com.
Can you spell that?
SLATEX.
Okay, Slatex.
Yeah.
Services.
Services, SERVICES, services.com.
Okay.
We've got a website.
So
we've got an Instagram as well.
Okay, and you can. What's the Instagram?
Yeah, I'm going to. It's Slatex Services Limited, SLATEX Ltd.
Okay,
Slatex Services Limited.
Brilliant. Like I said, because it's a new channel, so as it grows, I will put in the description a link to your social, to your website.
Yeah.
And I think you said you're still working on the website, which is
yeah.
great. But I think it's a good niche what you're talking about. And like you said, I've got friends who use cleaners because they haven't got the time.
Yeah.
So there's other people doing it, and there's room for everybody.
Definitely.
1,000,000%. You seem passionate. A question I ask a lot of my customers, Chimereze,
Yeah.
Most people do jobs because it pays the bills. Let's just say Chimereze won the lottery.
Yeah.
Are you Muslim or Christian?
I'm Christian.
No, the reason I ask that, because if you're Muslim, you'll never win the lottery.
Oh, really?
Well, most people, they don't do the lottery.
Oh,
Most
okay.
Muslims don't.
Okay.
But anyway, let's just say hypothetically you did. Yeah? I'm just trying to frame a situation.
Yeah.
You would have the luxury to do whatever, because money would be no issue.
Yeah.
So take out the equation, traveling, looking after friends and family, because that's something everybody will do. You will have so much time on your hands.
Yeah.
What would you do to fill that void?
I'm so deep into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I think there are lots of things that people need services, to navigate life on a daily basis.
Okay.
Aside just cleaning, I have so many ideas. As much as it brings money, it also kind of helps people outside. Most times, like some service provision, just brings a bit of balance for people in their lives, basically.
Okay.
So, well, I'm not going to disclose what plans that I have at the minute.
Yeah.
But if I had a lot of money, I'd probably invest it into something that I'm still working on.
Okay.
Aside the cleaning one.
Okay.
And
you got a lot of secret gems there.
I mean,
Don't want to reveal.
At the minute, but we're planning progress, to be honest.
Okay.
There's still a lot to achieve. I mean,
would you still do social work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe cut your hours down.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, because it's
or I can be in social work and still have people running my running stuff for me. I don't necessarily have to be in, but obviously I'll still be around to see what's going on, really.
Okay.
And again, I'm heavy on support as well, social support kind of. I'm Nigerian, of course, and I come from a minority country, and people are moving into the country, or people have been coming. I know, us from the minority side of the country needs some kind of support as well, in terms of living day to day, knowing what's available, managing life and all of that. So actually, I kind of have a WhatsApp group that kind of connects Nigerians that live in Liverpool.
Okay.
So people just come in, you have content, you have questions, you need to make inquiries. It could be someone you don't know that has gone through the same situation you're needing solutions for.
Okay.
So,
what's the name of the WhatsApp group?
It's just Nigerians in Liverpool.
Okay. Nigerians in Liverpool.
Yeah, Nigerians in Liverpool. So you just get to get information, insight, and things like that. So I intend to make it an NGO or something like that.
Okay. I was trying to find this information. I picked up another lady who's part of an NGO. I'm just trying to find a contact now.
Okay.
And it's really good what she does in regards to Nigeria, helping women with lots of certain medications treatments and support. But I think she's changed the profile image, so I can't find.
Yeah, I could leave my contact with you, and
well,
take your time.
it's on here, but it was a good organ. Do you know what? It's actually on the website, to be honest.
Okay.
So when you go on the website, because it's the channel, but if you go on the website and you go to, there's a section where it's got online hub, and then if you go to charities, it's got a whole list of different charities, and her charity is on there, and it gives you so much more information. But it's an NGO, and she's doing a lot of what you're doing. But once again, it's just we all resonate with different charities for whatever reason. I have some people who care more about animals than people, and that's what they resonate with, and we to tell them otherwise.
Yeah.
So it's good to just promote that type of energy and spark. But no, anything else you want to say?
I mean, shout out to you. It's a boss job you're doing. I can't even lie. You know, when you pulled up at first, I'm seeing Joseph Oluwatosin in my head, in my typical Nigerian business head. I'm like, is it that a Nigerian guy gave you his car to drive in or something? That's what record I had in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, that could actually be a good business too as well. Like, if I've not got the time but I've got the car, maybe someone could just run it. That's why I asked you, are you Joseph? You know, but so it's a big shout out to you to like meet Joseph from Liverpool and from Nigeria at the same time.
You know.
No,
other people have said what you said. I think we're all guilty of like judging. We assume. Because I've pulled up other people and they've said what you said. They didn't expect me. Obviously, I'm light skinned, so they had a certain perception. But like you say, there's a lot of, you know, Liverpool is a melting pot of lots of different, like Irish, just different Caribbean, African countries. So you're always going to get people who are mixed race, which will have their heritage will come from lots of different African countries, whether it's Jamaica, whether it's Nigeria, and the whole of the list there. Cameroonian guys the other day, their heritage. There's a Boss podcast as well. They're an up and coming young talent, doing a lot of events, and it was I want to do more of them type of podcasts because we just went like into detail about like how they started and how they're starting to blow up. They're going to Spain. But it's good and it's inspiring when you kind of, you know, share that energy. Equally, like this conversation has been powerful. But as it grows, it's just good to create awareness and exposure on perspectives and other people doing what they're doing. But no, thank you, Chimereze.
Thanks so much.
You was game and just down for it straight away. So
anytime. Big shout out to you know, all the Scousers. I mean, I'm partly Scouse now, you know. And Nigerians out there. I mean,
there's more and more Nigerians coming. So many. But any last words?
All right. No,
all good.
Much. All right.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
All right.